there we go.
So I can just ask everyone to mute yourself.
Yeah.
Because there is background noise.
Yeah. I'm doing my best to keep on top of it. Yeah, tell us a little bit about your story, Margarita, while people are still coming into the room.
Okay, so I have joined this online education, which at the time used to be called SFM, which is Six Figure Mentors. Now it is called Launch You, because the platform has been rebranded. I have joined it 2 years ago. Yeah, that was in May 2020. And in a year and a half, I have been able to, let's say, replace my income. And a couple of months ago, to be exact, 4 months ago, I have moved to Brazil because I'm originally from Russia. And you know, the situation, the geopolitical situation in our country is not really, well, I didn't feel safe to stay there anymore. And moreover, I couldn't run my online business seamlessly. Because of all the sanctions, the banking limitations, and there were also many websites being blocked. So it just didn't feel right to stay. And I have moved to Brazil. And, you know, I think that was the first time in all these 2 years when I truly realized what this freedom, which we all talk about. We talk about financial freedom, geographical freedom, time freedom, but it didn't really feel so, you know, to be honest, to me, until I experienced it myself, because I could just take my computer, and as soon as I have internet connection here, I can run my business, and it doesn't matter where I am in the world, and that is so liberating. And this all of this was possible only because of the skills which I have acquired here, the digital marketing skills, because I used to work in hospitality and then in real estate, so I wasn't in sales. I was a very technophobic person, and that's what was holding me personally back for a long time. I somehow knew, okay, people are making money online, they are building their websites or becoming social media influencers or whatever it is, they're selling physical products online. But I was always thinking, well, there is no way I will be able to do that because I'm not good in computers. I simply don't like it. I don't like tech, and I have to be a programmer, or, you know, all this like excuses our brain is throwing at us, or you're not native speaker, or what do you have to offer to the world? You don't have any special services or products to offer. You're not a coach, or, you know, you're not a specialist in some specific field. That was my thinking at that time. But none of this actually matters, because there are different ways. And if you are a coach, or if you do have some products, ideas of, I don't know, some services, you still can sell that. But even if you don't, it doesn't matter, because there is something called affiliate marketing, and that's where John and I started. You can sell other companies' products and services, so you don't need to create them yourself. As soon as you believe in what you sell, that is the most important thing. And then you just learn the technical skills, the digital marketing part, and then you do that. And that's what we have done. That is the first business model we started with, John and I mean. And we met on this platform as well. We have never met in person, by the way, only virtually on this screen. And we met in one of the groups in this platform. So, yeah, I don't know, John, is there anything else?
Well, yeah,
I was trying to be brief, but informative as well.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit more that you kind of, you know, sort of thoughts that you prompted in my my mind. I see we've got Charlie with us today. Hello, Charlie. I don't know whether you want to come out or not.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yes. Hi,
okay.
Charlie.
It's okay if you don't. It's okay. It's all right. Hiya. Yeah, I know. Every now and again I notice that other members in the community sign up to my list, you know, which is fair enough, because I'm signed up to plenty of other people's lists. So, yeah, we're all kind of keeping an eye on what, you know, what each of us are up to. So, yeah, Charlie's another member of the community for everybody else on this call, and you know, we may or may not ask him. He might like to put his hand up and come out and tell us a little bit about his experience. But yeah, just before, I mean, it's a presentation, it's a Q&A, it's a bit of everything. It's, you know, we do this call to give you guys a little bit of a insight and an opportunity to ask questions, and we can, on a Zoom call, we can share the screen and show you the education platform, and, you know, just to help give you a bit of clarity. I remember before I signed up, and it was about 2 years ago as well, I was really skeptical about all this. I thought it was all a big scam. So it took a couple of calls with an existing member for me to gain the trust and understand that it was a real thing, you know. And I'll just tell you very briefly about me before we get going with the Q&A. So two years ago, 2020, when lockdown happened, I used to make wooden furniture for people. I've got a little workshop behind my house, and you know that's what I used to do for a living. But of course, with lockdown, I couldn't go and buy materials. All the clients disappeared. The business just sort of evaporated overnight. And you know, I thought I need to find another way to earn a living. And it's kind of obvious now, isn't it, that we need to be online. You know, it's just strikingly, glaringly, blindingly obvious. I think something like 60+% of the global population are connected now. That's more than 4,600 million people, 4.6 billion people are connected, and we can contact every single one of them, and it doesn't even have to cost any money. So it's kind of obvious that this is the right place to be. You know, we need digital skills if you want to kind of keep up, all right? You know, if you don't acquire these skills, I mean, think about the consequences of that. You know, if you don't get with digital skills, where's that gonna leave you? You know, as the world moves on, as progress progresses, you're just going to get, you know, left further and further behind. So there's a huge opportunity right now, because I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but you know, 99% of people online spend money, less than 1% are actually earning money online. So there is this phenomenal opportunity right now. They call it the digital gold rush. You know, there are people making the switch to the digital economy, and they're doing it through reskilling and re-educating themselves, okay, acquiring relevant and valuable skills, okay. And I know I get lots of letters from my subscribers, and people say to me, but well, how could I do this, John? You know, I haven't got any tech skills. I haven't got anything to sell, you know. And I think I mean, Margarita touched on this earlier on. She said that she was putting obstacles in her own way. And I think we, as human beings, we have a tendency to do this. You know, that we find all these reasons for not doing a thing. Okay, but you don't know what you don't know. Okay, if you've not been into this education training program, you have no idea how straightforward things have become. Okay, I mean, you know, there's one program within the training where they give you a website and landing pages and an auto response. They kind of give you a setup. You could be online and doing business probably this time tomorrow. All right, it's that simple. You know, if you can spend money online, if you can move your cursor around and click on things and drag things about on your screen, all right, you can do this. It doesn't require you to write code. Okay, I wouldn't want to kid you that it's a walk in the park. I mean, there are skills to learn, you know, there's stuff to learn, and there's a degree of, you're going to need to make a commitment to this. But I think the difference between Margarita and I and Charlie, who's here, you know, is that, you know, we made that commitment and probably said to ourselves something similar along the lines of, you know, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make this work. And all of the resources, the support, the guidance, the tools, everything is in place because we've done it, right? So I know that's true.
John,
it's done.
Yeah.
But do you guys want it? You know, and how badly do you want it? Because that's what it's going to come down to. All things are possible. But let's get some of you guys out. We've rambled for long enough for the moment. Or shall I call Charlie? Shall I call Charlie out just very briefly? Do you want to? Are you happy?
Yeah, no problem. I'm always happy.
Just tell us a little bit of brief how you made the transition. You know, your story, Charlie, please.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Very good. Yeah. I actually I'll tell you, before I joined our community, I was working in the corporate world. I was at the burnout stage. I was a high-level, manager in a very large corporation, and I was just really burned out. So I took an early retirement at the time. I was 56. I'm 60 now, so that's been 4 years. But and I didn't know what I was really going to do. I thought I was going to take a few months off, try and relax, and then maybe go back to the corporate world. And the thought of that was just made my stomach turn upside down. So I got, I was online like a lot of you folks, and you see an ad pop up, and it looked really interesting. And it was something brand new to me. I was a manager and all that type of stuff, so I had no idea about how the online world really worked. I was one of those consumers, but I thought, hey, let me check it out. And that started my story about 4 years ago, 2018. And fell in love with it like right away. I was hooked. I thought this seems like the best thing ever. And jumped in, really absorbed the material, loved everything I was doing, loved the people I was interacting with, learning constantly. Within 3 months I had a website up, and it's amazing. It's like, it was harder then than it is now. Now it's like practically turnkey, not exactly, but it's, within 6 steps, in 6 minutes, you could have a website up, which is pretty crazy. But anyway, I went through that stage, took my time, went through the training very slowly, because I'm a very meticulous kind of guy. And in a few months had a website up, I was running, made my first sale a week or two later. And then it's just been a continuous, opportunity ever since then, especially recently for a lot of people. Of course, the whole pandemic was pretty difficult, but with an online business, we were able to ride through some of that, because online was always working. It never stopped working, right? All jobs disappeared, but online never stopped working. And for me, it's as John said, it really is a community, right? That we help each other, we get on each other's calls, we interact with each other. And that was the surprising piece for me, right? I knew the tech stuff was good right away. I knew what they had to offer was solid, because the training was, better than anything I've ever seen in my lifetime. And I was in IT before, so I knew how services worked and how things worked at a high level from a management perspective. And this was just far beyond anything that I ever saw. But in any case, this community has been pretty amazing. And you get stuck, you raise your hand, someone's always willing to jump out and help you out, and so it's pretty cool. So anyway, that's my story. Love what I do. I don't have the stress I used to have in the corporate world, and it's been a really amazing journey for me.
Yeah, thank you, Charlie. Yeah. I mean, it can all happen really quickly as well. I think, because it took me 5 months study to actually get all the infrastructure in place and start, the
Right.
marketing online. But then in the space of 18 months, I'm now able to actually move to another country. I'll just take my laptop with me, and
Yep.
everything just carries on. I mean, we can sort of understand. I think we can understand this idea of freedom intellectually. The concept of geographical freedom, financial freedom. But until you have it
happens to us, right?
Yeah, before it happens, like Margarita's moved to Brazil. I'm leaving Italy probably next month, or October at the very latest. I'm moving to Spain, and I'm going to spend winter in Portugal. And my life now is going to become more of an adventure. And I'm free. I'm a moving target. I just think it's wonderful. So we can understand this idea intellectually, but until you experience it in your own life, so this is what. Yeah, well, I mean, this is what's on offer here, guys, but it's going to take some work up front. All right, it's going to require some mental energy, some determination, some dedication, maybe some sacrifices. I gave up TV for 5 months, and I've pretty much given it up since to create the extra time to do the study. So this is your call. It's over to you now. If you want to either put your hand up, look, I'll show you how you do that. Down the bottom, if you're on a computer and you come down to the bottom of the screen, there's a button, reactions, and you can raise your hand like that. So you can put your hand up, or you can type in chat, probably they're the two preferred methods rather than you just sort of, you know, come out on mic. Okay, so we've got, I think it was Comfort's hand went up first, I think. So Comfort, would you like to talk to us?
Yeah, hello, John. How are
Hi.
you?
Hi, yeah. I'm very good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you first for the encouragement because I thought at some point you're going to give up not writing. And that actually inspired me right now to want to listen and see what your group is really talking about. But for these few minutes, I try to just pick out what exactly the group is doing to get extra money or side money, as you sometimes put it. I'm not able to figure out one particular thing that you need to start doing right away that we eventually get you there. So I wish you guys could just educate the newcomers what exactly you could be doing under this platform to be able to get started.
Yeah, okay, all right. So what we'll do, I think we'll share the screen. This is a good moment to show you the education platform, and it's a modular
Yes. Continue now, please.
John, could you mute Akanvi, please?
Yeah, I'll need to stop share. Host.
Hello.
Right. Okay. Look, let me just make Margarita the co-host and.
Yeah, and yeah, while you are doing that, I just wanted to say there is a comment in chat from Soldat.du to thank Comfort for asking the same question, like the question which he already had in his mind. So don't be shy, guys. Come out and ask your questions because you will be helping others as well.
Yeah, make co-host. There you are. So I think you should be able to mute people when I go into screen share. Okay. Okay. This is so you sign up for, let's say you sign up for membership, all right, and it's a $99 a month membership, and the $99 a month membership gives you everything you need to prepare and launch your online business. All right. It took me 5 months. Some people do it in weeks, other people take a year or longer. All right. No one knows how long it's going to take you because it's all going to come down to your work ethic, your dedication to this, how quickly you learn, what skills you're already bringing. You know, there might be people coming from a techie background, so the tech is no problem. There may be people coming from a sales and marketing background and the communication is no problem for them. But if you're coming, you know, without either of those two broad skill sets, then there's going to be maybe a little bit more learning and application required on your part to get with the skills. All right. But so this is, you know, you pay your monthly membership, you have access to this platform, and we'll just go into the module. The module's called Launchpad, and if we pop in here, so what you find when you come in is there are 6 modules and there are 10 lessons within each of the modules. Okay, and within each of the modules, there's a study guide to download, and there'll be various instructions. There's a couple of groups that you're expected to join, and just introduce yourself. You don't need to be too active at this point. You know, the priority is on the learning, but you're going to slowly start to get plugged into the community. And as you work through these videos, what you'll find is that every one of these will have a padlock. And it's only when you've watched the video and done the work, all right? So, you know, grab a notebook, create a folder on your desktop to store any digital content so you can keep everything neat and tidy on your computer, and start working on your module 1 study guide. All right. And you can actually add these. If we go up here, this is your action step. This is really cool. You can keep, I don't know what I've just lost my place. I'll just get back there. Yeah, this is really cool. So what you can do is you've got your action steps over here, and you can add them as you work through these videos. You can add them to your action steps up here. There they all are. They've appeared up here. So you can keep everything in one place. And the idea is, after 60 lessons and you having done the work, this is really important. You're not learning a thing intellectually. They call this experiential learning. You're doing. You're going to be put to work. You're going to be building and connecting the infrastructure that is an online business. There'll be a website, landing pages, an autoresponder. Okay, and you'll have all of your digital asset. You'll have digital estates. You'll have a digital asset that can then go to work on your behalf 24/7. All right. What happens is I've got ads running on YouTube. You can connect with people in many different ways. There are lots of different social media platforms. There's Google pay-per-click. I can show you in a minute, perhaps how you put the right message in front of the right person at the right time. It's never been simpler than it is right now, right? But I run ads on YouTube. As the world turns and people see those ads around the world, they click on them. They go to a landing page. This includes every single on this call that's in my subscribers list, right? You clicked on my ad. You applied for the 4 free videos, and you had to give your name and email address in exchange. Okay, this is the trade we make at the outset. There's a free offer. You come into my list. I can now communicate with you. Okay, and what happens is oftentimes when people click on these ads online, they're not necessarily ready in the moment, but they're interested. Oh, okay, so this is a way that I can maybe supplement my income or replace it, you know, by learning online skills. I'd like to know a little bit more about that. And now you're receiving emails from me. You can interact with me. You can see that this isn't a scam, it's real. You know, there are other success stories within the community. There are people moving around the world. We've got these co-working spaces cropping up everywhere now, and they are for digital nomads. And there's even a digital nomad visa in Italy and in Portugal. I don't know where else, but these are just sort of news.
In Brazil too.
Yeah, these are just news bulletins that I've heard recently, because it's a thing. All you need is your laptop. I sit under my mulberry tree, and you know, when I want to, and I could, you know, so this is what you're learning. And what you do, to get back to the training, is when you've done the work, you can actually put, you know, pick these off. All right. So when you get to the end of the 60 lessons and you've done all the work and you've ticked everything off, you've got a business. That's what this is about. It's not a learning experience, it's a doing experience. Okay. So that question that came in from Comfort, what can I do? I mean, if you want this, you have to get involved in the training, and you can get involved before you even take a risk, really, because although you've got to pay the $99 up front, there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So you can even come in and start to do the work and get involved in some of the community calls and, you know, see what it's all about. If we go over here, we've got a drop-down dashboard, and this will take us to the training calendar. These are all live calls. If we look at anything in the past, right, so this is yesterday, let's have a look at a call that happened in the past. Right, if we go in there, I don't know whether it'll be uploaded yet, but it might still be processing. But
or you can just click on the link also, John, there.
Yeah,
I think if you just go back and click on the link.
Need to go back. I just need to go back to probably a couple of days ago. Let's all the Zoom stuff's in the way. How do I go back a month?
I think there is an arrow next to August.
Oh yeah, got it.
Mhm.
I'm sitting outside. I can't see the screen. All right. Look,
Yeah.
website and funnel set. So this is what happens is there are all these live calls, but we realise the community is global. So there are people in different time zones. You know, there are people with lives and jobs and families and stuff they got to do, and they can't attend necessarily live. So anything on the calendar that has already happened, it goes into an archive. Access, recall absolutely everything that ever happened live. Look, here's the reading.
And use the
Okay, and this call is in place. When you get to module 4, what you'll find, module 4 is where you build your website. Okay, and so if there's the requirement to ask a tech expert live question, share screen, get unstuck, have things fixed, whatever, you've got this call with Michael every week. You've got these live calls, okay, to support you. Plus there are groups, plus I run a weekly call for members every Tuesday apart from the first Tuesday of the month. So 3 out of 4 weeks of the month. Margarita and I run a call for all of our members. So there's support, and there's tech support as well. Let's show you those. Yeah, so there's this chat bubble, bottom right, this little smiley face. If we click on that, so this is support, all right? So send us a message, you know, you can ask them anything. And there's a tech support button as well, which is elsewhere on the platform. We're just looking at a very tiny part of the entire education platform. If we come up to the switcher, there are various other platforms. There's the affiliate platform, there's Mentors, which is an online community, and it's where all your tech tools and templates and and there are additional trainings there. You've got access to LinkedIn Learning. There are more than 10,000 courses in there. You know, when the time comes, if you want to work on your personal branding or your video editing, or, you know, what it is, your copywriting, you've got the resources, you've got the tools, you've got everything. Okay, it's just going to come down to you. Are you prepared to do the work? Do you want this? You know, do you want to make the switch from trading your time for money, okay, and everything else that the, you know, a traditional job entails? Do you want to make the switch to just becoming full self-reliant? You know, not having to ask anybody for time off, knowing. Let's talk about income. I want to talk about this as well, because not a lot of people realize this, right? As an affiliate, one of the commissions that I earn is a recurring monthly commission. Okay, so what this means is it's a subscription commission that I get paid, and what this means is that at the end of the year, when January the 1st comes round again, in any traditional job, right, you know, unless you go to work, you're not going to get paid, right? But when you're an affiliate earning subscription commissions, what happens is you get to the end of the year and you've already got X number of dollars a month coming in. All right, let's say it's $20 a month and you've got 100 members at the end of the year, right? So you've got $2,000 coming in every month on January the 1st, right? So as you work through the following year, you're just building on top of a base that you've already created. So it's like an upside down pyramid. We call this compound income, right? It's non-linear. If you work in a job, you get paid for the time that you have to turn up, right? You get paid appearance money, basically, right? But, you know, when you're earning some of these affiliate, and it doesn't have to be an affiliate business. There are people here with their own skills. People become freelancers and coaches and course creators. You know, there are many different ways that you can monetize a business idea online. But I mean, that's one of the things that I absolutely love, because I'm 64, you know, I'll get my state pension in 2 or 3 years' time. I'm not sure exactly when I'll get it. It's not going to be enough on its own for me to stop working. So that's why I decided to do this. that's all I'm after. I'm just after a nice, you know, sort of boost to my income every month without having to do too much. And this is another one of the real big pluses of this, of acquiring these skills, if you like. So anyway, I've been rambling. I don't know whether that answered your question, Comfort.
Yeah, thank you very much. To some extent, yes. And your explanation it really came true. But another question, I'm sorry, can I ask?
Of course you can.
Yeah. And if you say one needs to pay that amount monthly, what if that becomes a challenge for someone? Then what happens?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't pay, you get locked out of the program. It's quite simple, you know. You can see that there are live calls, there's support. There are real people behind this. It's not just a bunch of videos. So it has to be paid for, and this is the nature of business. Unless business makes a profit, it goes out of business, and it's not able to provide the value that it offers. So you know, if you're not confident that you can sort of keep up with the payments, then, you know, go figure it out on Google. You know, there's other ways. It's just obviously here you're going to be guided and supported and shown the way and given everything that you need. I mean, there are people, you know, they drive Ubers, they do different jobs, they make sacrifices, you know, and they do what it takes to make the switch. But I understand that there are parts of the world where, you know, the exchange rate isn't favorable and people are economically challenged, and I get it, you know, I understand. But you know, I think part of this entrepreneurial, this sort of transition to working for yourself, if you don't have to go fully working for yourself, it can be done on the side. But if you do want to become totally self-reliant, then it is going to require a deal of you know, initiative and probably courage as well. So I hope that's an honest, frank answer, Comfort.
Yeah, I'm satisfied. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, all right. Do you know who was next up, Margarita?
Yeah, I think it's Syriakos, if I'm pronouncing the name right. Syriakos, would you like to come out?
Yes, you're right. You got the name correctly.
Hi.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Just like Comfort said, you have been inundating my box with several mails and mails and mails and mails. At some point, I just thought it was a scam. And at another time, I felt you would get tired and you stopped sending mails to me, but you are persistent. Today, I set out to log in and see what it is all about. I have a lot of questions. Number one is, why should I join this? You said I need to make money online. I need to expand my streams of income. That is attractive. That's welcome to anybody. I'm interested. My first question is, how is this money made online through your platform? Do I have to sell? Let me just finish so that you take note of the questions. Do I have to sell a particular product? If I don't have a product to sell, what do I need to do to make this money? I listened to some of the explanations you made about to Comfort's question about the learning. Now, how does this learning happen? Are you on your own? Or there are meetings?
Look, can we ask one question at a time, please? I can't, there's too many questions. Can we deal with one at a time, please?
Two questions. How do I make this money? Do I have to sell? How do I make the money?
Yeah.
Do I have to sell my own products, or do I, if I don't have a product to sell, what do I do? And now is the platform going to be of continuing relevance to me? Am I going to be doing something on my own website, or I will still belong to the community after the learning process?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions there. We can only deal with one at a time. Margarita, can you tackle that question about what will be sold, please?
Yeah, sorry, I was answering. There are many questions in the chat, so I'm
Okay.
multitasking.
Oh, okay.
I am answering other questions in the chat, but sorry, I cannot. Yeah, what was the question? What are we selling?
Yeah.
What
will I be selling, basically? Yeah, that's the question.
Okay, there are different options here. It depends which business model you will choose. While going through the modules which John was showing you, you will be asked again, as John said, to do specific exercises before you decide on the business model, because that business model would depend on your personality. The idea is that you build your business around your lifestyle and not vice versa, which we normally do in our corporate jobs or in traditional jobs. We do the job, and then if there is any time left, we live our life. But that is the wrong, let's say, approach. So here, the idea of this community and the idea of the platform is to have a more of a holistic approach to life, meaning you need to figure out what it is that you really like to do. I will give an example to be more clear. For example, you are not really an extroverted person and you don't really like to communicate with many people. You're giving out too much energy. You like to be by yourself. So if you start, let's say, a business which is selling physical products online on Amazon or eBay or Etsy or other platforms, this would mean that your business model would be that you would mostly spend your time with the computer and not the people. You don't need to pick up the phone and call your clients and communicate more. So that would mean that most probably you will keep that business running because you are happy in what you are doing. But let's say you're an extroverted person and you really like to communicate with people, you like to go out and you're a very social guy. And then you find yourself, again, you start that physical products business, and then you find yourself sitting in front of the computer day in and day out. So how long do you think you will last until you say, you know what, I'm not happy in what I do? So you will eventually self-sabotage yourself. You will stop doing what you're doing. I don't know how long it will take, but that will happen. So the idea here is that you start with the basics. So you figure out what it is you'd like to do, and then you choose a business model and you start there. So going back to your original question, what you can sell online, the options are unlimited. You can sell physical products, as I said, through Amazon, eBay, Etsy. You can sell your own coaching and services products. There was a question in chat, so I will be able, I think, to answer that too. Someone asked if you need to sell something the platform offers, so you can sell your own product or service. So the answer is yes. If you have something to offer, let's say you have a specific skill, or there is something you'd like to develop, a specific product, you can sell that, and you learn the skills of how do you market that product or service. So actually, how do you market yourself? You learn that in this platform. There is also an option of affiliate marketing, as we've mentioned before. Affiliate marketing means you're selling other companies' products or services if you don't have your own, or you don't really like to go to that path. And that's what John and I are doing. There was another question, what do we sell? We promote the education platform. We promote LaunchU because we believe in this product. We have tried it ourselves. We purchased it ourselves. And we know that it has the potential to change your life. And because we are passionate about it, we decided to go on that route. I think John said that he wanted to sell his woodwork, right, John, originally. So that was his idea. But once he came in the platform and he saw that affiliate opportunity, he decided to take it. And it was the same case for me. When I came in, my idea was I'd like to be a health coach because I'm really passionate about this subject. I was doing a lot of research and I have tried a lot of things myself. But once I came in and I saw this opportunity, and then I tried the product myself, I've decided, well, I can't just, let it go. I'd like to share this with other people because I saw what it did to my life. So we decided to take affiliate marketing route. So we sell LaunchU, basically. Does this answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, we can go a bit deeper into this as well, because I mean everything.
John, do you mind if does the platform answer the question about how you make the money, the calculations and all the things around it.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me show. Right, so there is essential. So if we just keep things really, keep concepts really simple, there are three ways that you can go through the education program. Okay, there's affiliate marketing, there's e-commerce, and there's turning an interest or a passion or a leisure pursuit, a pastime, and monetizing it. All right, these are the sort of three very broad routes that you can take through the program. If we go into, we've got to go back to Launchpad. I'll just show you that. I'm not sure which module it's in, but what's going to happen is we're going to foundations. Let's have a look down here. Freedom income goal. Okay, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to so we're going to, how much do you want to earn? All right, how much money do you want to earn? I'm not asking you now, but that is the question that is going to be asked of you in this lesson. All right. And then when we get to module 2 and we go into business models, we're going to look at what is it that lights you up. Okay, what are you what fires you up? All right. And we're also going to look at affiliate marketing, e-commerce, information products, service providers, the different sort of broad business models that you can monetize online, because there are very, very many. There are as many different business models as there are people operating online, really. I mean, we've got a woman in the community. She does meditation with horses online. All right. Just double take. Meditation with horses online. All right, you can monetize anything these days. All right, and you'll be shown how to do it. And it's exactly as Margarita said, it's going to be something that fits your personality and the way you want to live your life. Okay, if you want to be hands-on, helping people, elevating people, liberating people, setting people free, empowering people, which is the way that I see my role. Okay, this is what I'm able. This is exactly how I see my role. I'm able to empower and set people free. But don't get me wrong. I can't do it for you, right? I just open doors and turn on lights. Okay, you've got to do this for yourself. If you want this, you've got to educate yourself. There is no alternative. There are no shortcuts. There's no easy money online, right? If you want to go into trading, essentially you're gambling. People ask me, is this Forex or whatever? No, it isn't, And you can go into that if you want, and you might get lucky. But these are real skills. You learn how to acquire names and email addresses online, warm them up and turn them into clients on auto. That's what we're doing. All right. That's what we're doing. These are automated selling systems that we're deploying online, and we can use them to either promote our own skill set or somebody else's product or service. Anything you want. Everything on Amazon has got an affiliate link. You can promote iPhones and Sony TV sets on Amazon. You can go to a website like ClickBank and you can probably find thousands of affiliate opportunities. You can sell or promote anything you want. All right. Anything. Okay. It's all for sale. Okay. And companies these days, they're using affiliates because they realize there's because we're all appealing to different people. Margarita and I, we're appealing to different people, obviously. I'm 20 years older, 30 years older than Margarita, and I've got grey hair, and I'm appealing to people probably that are approaching retirement and resonating with my story. I'm approaching retirement. I'm not going to have enough money to stop working. Right. So what am I going to do about it? I can either bury my head in the sand and suffer and be old and broke, or I can do something about it because it's all possible today. And you can go and figure it out on Google if you want. you know, on YouTube. There's plenty of free information out there, but you're going to have to sift and you're going to have to figure out, and it might take you a long time, and it might never happen. But what you've got here is an opportunity to point your life in a different direction.
Yeah.
John, I am sorry to interrupt. I have to leave.
Okay.
There are some questions in chat. Can you just have a look later? I'm sorry, guys. I have to go. There is another meeting. Thank you, everyone, and see you again.
All right. Okay. Bye, Margarita.
Bye.
So
Bye.
Cyriacus, where I've lost you on the screen. So how are we doing with your questions so far? I can't deal with them all at once. I can only deal with, you know, one at a time.
No, John, I'm fine. I think you have substantially dealt with them.
Yeah.
Let me look at it and then get back to you. I think it is something I think I can do. You know, this $99 dollars per month is for up to how long? You said 5 months?
No. I said that's how long it took me. You know, I mean, nobody knows the answers to that question. It's all going to come down to you. How much time have you got? I mean, if you've got a family and a job and commitments and stuff to do, you know, maybe you haven't got an awful lot of spare time. If you're unemployed, you've got all the time in the world. Okay. So it's going to come down to how much time you have, you know, your dedication, your work ethic, and your willingness to follow instructions. So, sorry, Anna, I've got to mute you. Yeah, so, you know, there are people that take, I would say probably 2 or 3 months will be the minimum realistically, Cyriacus, I would say, right? And there are some people that take longer than me to get going. So it's just going to come down to you in the end. You know, do you want it, or are you interested in this, or are you going to make a commitment and dedicate yourself to it? That's what it's going to come down to.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
There are plenty of people that quit. All right. You know, I don't want to kid you. You know, when the going gets tough, you know, some people fall by the wayside. So it's a commitment. It's a commitment to learn a new skill and point your life in a different direction. Okay. It is so worth it, but I don't want to talk you into it either. It has to be right for you. It's not right for everybody, clearly. You know, you've got to, you know, take a long, hard look at your life and ask yourself, you know, how you want the future to unfold. I think, you know, this is what this comes down to.
I see.
Right?
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be there for you if you sign up. You know, what happens is you'll meet by return. You'll get an invitation from me to connect on a 50-minute one-to-one call. You know, we've got an opportunity to get to know each other and understand, you know, what it is that you want to achieve, and get you set up in the training program for success.
Yes, I'll get back to you on this.
All right. Okay. Thanks for coming out, Cyriacus.
Thank you.
All right. So I've got another hand up. I can see Manuel. So do you want to come out?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Hiya.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Good day.
Good day.
I just wanted to ask the saying that our colleague Cyriacus was quoting that I'm a little bit skeptical about this. So I don't know how we are going to make money with this system, honestly. Yes. So if you may tell me how.
Yeah,
So
look, I don't want to. I'm not twisting anybody's arm. I'm not in the business of convincing people, right? You know that people are earning money online. You know that, all right? You already know. You've only got to turn on YouTube, you know, and see the Lamborghinis and Ferraris and all the rest of it, right? That's not who I am. I'm not gonna try and convince everybody, right? My subscribers, they get emails from me and little videos. I make little videos when I traveled to Spain last winter. You know, people see how I live, right? And I do 2 afternoons work a week now. I do Tuesday afternoons on these calls for members and subscribers, and I do Wednesday afternoons one-to-one calls with my members. And then the rest of the week is my own. I write a few emails, I respond to a few emails. And I'm not allowed to make any income claims by law. But I mean, I earn a fabulous income, and I don't have to work too much anymore. Right? I'm not allowed to make income claims. That's not legal, right? Because it's going to come down to you. If you join the gym in January, right, and you expect a 6-pack abs and muscles, you have to do the work. This is exactly the same. All right.
Okay.
You have to do the work. But if you're not prepared to do the work, then don't even think about it. And if you're skeptical, then get over that first. I'm not in the position. I don't want to twist anybody's arm. You've got to believe that this is a real thing. You've seen the education platform. You've seen the live calls. You know that I run calls for my members and for one-to-one calls. When people come in and take up membership. You've seen Margarita's moved to Brazil. Charlie's here. Charlie's just turned up out of the blue today. He's one of our community members. But there's another guy, Patrick Van Diemen, that in the community, that he's taken his 3 kids out of school this year, and he just travels the world with his wife and 3 boys. That's what they do, because he earns his money from the laptop, because he's free. And they just move around the world renting houses, and he wants to give his boys a different education. He doesn't believe in the education system in Holland. So he's got his business to the point where he's free and he's able to move about at will, and that's what he does. And I just think it's incredible. I know Dan, I know another guy, I'll tell you a story now. I mean, Dan has moved on, he's doing different things these days. But Dan launched one advert on YouTube, and it grossed 1.4 million US dollars grossed. That's revenue, that's not profit, right? You've got to take the ad spend out of that, and probably about 1/3 of that was ad spend, right? But this is what's possible these days with the internet. We've got a global marketplace that we can tap into. Let me show you Google Ads. I just want to show you just one of very many different strategies that we can use to connect messages with people, right? So if we go into Google, but look, if you were wanting to type something into Google, Manuel, right? If you were wanting to type something into Google about earning money online, what would you type in as a search?
Well, I just was interested in the matter of affiliate marketing.
Affiliate marketing.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's type affiliate marketing to Google. Right. Hit enter, and what you'll find is on page 1 of Google search, right, that the top hits and the bottom hits on page 1. Get down to the bottom. They're all ads. They look like search results, but they're all adverts. Okay, at the top and the bottom of page 1. So let's say you are promoting an affiliate marketing training program, all right, and you want to get your message in front of people that are interested in becoming affiliate marketers. It's this simple, right? You use these search terms. Okay, you can put your advert in front of particular search terms. There are tools, there's Google Ads. There are tools that you can add that search term, and you can put numerous search terms into a campaign, and Google will put your advert in front of anybody that's searching those search terms. And these adverts cost nothing unless somebody clicks on them. They're called pay-per-click, PPC. All right. And this is what we do. Because it's so simple, because the internet is so sophisticated these days, Google knows they also know the demographics, right? How much you earn, where you live, all of that, right? Demographics. We've now got something called psychographics. We know what people are interested in and what people believe. Okay, Google have got thousands of data points on you. And the reason that you're all on this call today is because I put my advert in front of people that are interested in spirituality, people that are into personal development, or people that are searching online business keywords. Okay, they're the three broad groups of people that I bring into the community. Okay, I mean, I don't know how you can deny that this doesn't work because you're actually here. You know, it sort of defeats me. You can't see the wood for the trees. You've clicked on an ad, you've signed up, you've had the free video workshop. You're skeptical. I get that. I was skeptical. I think that's very natural. I think anything online, sort of gives us those feelings of doubt. Yeah, for sure. But I can't, you've got.
Well, John,
go on.
you said that you were skeptical as well.
Yeah.
You said. So.
Yes, I was.
Yes.
I was. Yeah, I understand that, and I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. You've got to deal with that or not. You've got a 30-day money back guarantee, right, with the membership. So why wouldn't you? It's kind of crazy not to, isn't it? But that's your call. That's your call.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. So I've got Soldat de Dieu. Is that soldier of God? Are you a religious person, perhaps?
Yeah, I'm very, very much a religious person, and it's quite an opportunity, as you said in the beginning, that 90% of the people actually spend money in the internet and only 1% actually earn. That's very convincing, and I just had to come into it because I have to change things, and I thank you for the opportunity. So my question was not to repeat, but $99 a month, we differ in our incomes, and some of us have to move heaven and earth to get the money. So my question was, are there any further investments that will be made into like advertisements or anything after joining the program? Well, I just have to be sure of the.
Yeah. That's a very good question, right? Well done for asking that, because this will help everybody. All right. So there are different levels through which you can go through the education. The 99 a month is self-study. All right, and you've got live support, you've got live calls, but basically you're going to have to do everything for yourself. All right. And then you've got 2 additional levels. These cost more money. You've got done. So let's call that self-study. Let's call that do it yourself. Okay, DIY. And then you've got done with you, where there are accountability programs, there's group coaching, there's implementation, there's more. There are more services, available to you to accelerate your progress. And then in addition, so you've got do it yourself, you've got done with you, you've also got done for you. If you pay the money, if you pay enough money, you can have everything done for you. You can have a business set up, okay, from scratch. But the 99 a month gives you everything that you need to get it over the line. It just depends. If you have more, if you're prepared to invest in yourself. I invested a bit more in myself, and I sort of got involved in some of the I've had some of the coaching from people that are already successful, doing this for themselves. So I've had additional help. But it's not essential. It's gonna be a bit slower, and it's gonna be a bit harder on your own. It's just the nature of things. So that was one of the questions. What was the other one? There were 2 parts to that question, I think.
The other question was, I'm speaking from one of the third world countries, East Africa, and I wasn't sure if there was, are there any limits to services or anything that will will be using during the process of working with affiliate marketing or any other kind of marketing or any other kind of digital marketing.
Yeah, every
yeah,
every affiliate offer is going to come with its own terms and conditions, and whether there are geo, restrictions in certain parts of the world, I don't know. You need to sort of check that out, with whatever affiliate offer you want to take up. I know that the affiliate offer for this training program doesn't have any of those geo blocks at all. Anybody from anywhere in the world can participate in this and earn from this particular program. But again, I want to stress it's not obligatory that you come into this affiliate program. This is not multi-level marketing or network marketing. You're buying an education that will give you digital skills that you can apply to any business idea you like online. Okay. So yeah, additional fees. The other additional fees would be advertising fees. All right, but you do not have to go down the paid advertising route, right? So that again, if there are 3 different ways through the education platform, there are 2 different ways that you can reach an audience, and they're called organic or paid traffic. Okay, paid advertising. So organic is where we become content creators. So you either write a blog, or you'd have a YouTube channel, or you'd have an Instagram feed. You're putting out content into the world, okay, that is of value to the kind of people that you want to work with, all right? And it's going to be, although it doesn't cost anything to do this, it's going to take longer to get traction, all right? And you're going to have to be consistent in your effort. And although it doesn't cost money, it's going to cost you time, because you've got to create the output, all right? But it's been done hugely successfully. I think Benjamin Hardy, he's a writer. He was writing on medium.com as a blogging, and he got up to, it was millions of is it views? I'm not sure. But if you're consistent and you're being of value, then you will get traction, okay, eventually, because you've got search engine optimization. Google will find you and it will start to move you up the listings, and eventually it will put you up on page 1. And Stuart, who delivers the training in the program, actually has set up his own project. It's called Just Van Life, and it's an ongoing project. He shows you how he sets it up, what he's doing, completely without spending any money. And that project may have been running for 18 months now, and he's already got various affiliate links on there. He reviews products on the website, that he's got affiliate links to Amazon. He's starting to get some money rolling in. He's able to use that money to buy paid traffic to get more people there. He's adding affiliate offers. He's soon going to upgrade the site so that people can buy and sell their camper vans on there. It's all about living the sort of van life, these people that live in camper vans and just travel around the world. So there's actually a case study of somebody setting a business up from scratch with no money whatsoever. Okay. So, you can go either of those routes. Paid traffic is faster. And when you've got, the thing with paid traffic or advertising is, once you've got a campaign that's successful, I was telling you about Dan earlier on, Dan Holloway. The reason that advert grossed so much money is because when you've got an advertising campaign that's working, let's say you spend let's just make it really simple. You spend $1 on advertising and you get back $2, all right, in revenue. So, once you've got to that point, if you spend $10, you get back 20. If you spend 100, you get back 200. If you spend $1,000 a day, you get back $2,000 a day. And that's what he did. He plowed, it was profitable. He plowed it back, and he probably got that campaign up to the point where he was spending hundreds of euros, dollars, pounds, whatever currency per day. and yet it was bringing in twice as much. No, it was bringing in 3 times as much as he was spending. He spent about a third on advertising. Okay, so yeah, you know, you can go either way. With YouTube, with Google, with Facebook, you can start advertising from $1 per day. So it doesn't even have to be expensive to get started. And that's exactly how I started. I started spending €1 a day on YouTube. Did you realize you can spend such a small amount of money?
That sounds a bit easy. I'm a bit relieved by hearing that. And I was asking, does the if you are to do it alone without the advertisement or spending a little on advertisement, does the course teach you how to do it? And does the course show you how to do it on your own if you are to do it on your own?
That's exactly what the course does do. It shows you exactly how to do it. It walks you every step.
Oh, thank you.
They sort of hold your hand and walk you through every step. Okay. And when it comes to your website, yeah, I built my own website. Right, I was 62 years old and I built my. You cannot believe it's. I'm not. It's not simple, right? But it's simple enough that a 62-year-old woodworker build a website.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. It's not. This is not. You know, this is doable. Right. You know, if you could learn how to drive a car, or you know, if you could learn, I mean, we've all had to go through learning curve. You know, none of us were born able to read or write or speak or walk or do any of those things. Right. We are capable of learning. It just, again, I'll just keep on saying it. You know, how badly do you want it? We've overrun, and I can't see any more hands up, so I'm gonna have to wrap it up.
Thank you so much, John.
Yeah, but thanks everybody.
Thank you so much, John.
Yeah, thanks all you folks for coming along.
Yes, I'll get back to you on this, and let's see. From my perspective, maybe when we meet, then we'll talk a little bit about my background. I am a professional accountant. I've been working for a bank. I actually have good education by the grace of God, but what I want to do now is how I can leverage my skills in accounting. Maybe we'll start with affiliate marketing, but let me just engage you personally. I'll send you a mail. Let's see how we can start and what I can do. I'm actually interested. I want to see how I have the time right now to settle down and go through the modules. Yes. So let's get started. I'll get to you.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thank you, folks. Thanks for coming along. So,
thank you.
Yeah, first Tuesday of every month, we run this call. I mean, it's quite a good attendance today. Lots of people here. I mean, if it's like this, you know, we might make it maybe twice a month, but the next one will be September, and there'll be a recording of this, perhaps, if I can get together with the tech coming out, you know, to everybody in the next few days, right? So I wish you all very well, and yeah, you've all got my email. All you got to do is hit reply to any of those mails, and you can make contact with me. Okay.
And thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Ciao. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you, John.